I can't tell you guys how much I agree with this. Well, hello there, you're watching the official Theme Park Fans YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. So, before I start today's video, I just want to say I hope you have all had a great Easter with your families, family, and I hope that you guys got lots of Easter eggs, and I hope you enjoy those Easter eggs. Like, your bodies are probably filled with lots of chocolate right now, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, it's really funny because I'm pre-recording this video on Easter Sunday, so your Easter Sunday is gone, but right now I'm in my Easter Sunday. I know, it's kind of confusing, like, right now, I'm talking to you guys during my Easter Sunday, and your Easter Sunday is gone. So your Easter Sunday is in the past, and my Easter Sunday is, yeah, it's confusing. It's confusing, but no. I hope you guys have all had a great Easter, with your family, and I hope you had lots of Easter eggs. So as you can see by the video title, I'm going to be talking about a former Alton Towers attraction, and that is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride. So, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride. Was it a good ride? Or was it a bad ride? Or was it somewhere in between? And that is what I'm going to be discussing about in today's video. I haven't got any notes on my iPad, so I'm going to do this, you know, from my heart. You know, it's going to be raw. So if I do pause, like, briefly, then I do apologise. But I'm going to try and do this, you know, the best ability that I can. So, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride. It opened at Alton Towers on the 1st of April, 2006, having replaced the much-loved and classic Toyland Tours. And before that, it was Around the World in 80 Days. And of course, today, it is the Alton Towers Dungeon. So, it's been through 4 incarnations, which is really interesting. Like, how it started off with Around the World in 80 Days, and now the Alton Towers Dungeon. Now, I remember walking up to Cred Street in during the 2005 season, I think it was, as a kid. So I was 6 years old, and I remember walking up to Cred Street, and I was really excited for my next round on Toyland Tours. And when I walked around the corner, past where the Burger Kitchen is now. Well, it used to be McDonald's back in the day. And I saw, like, the construction board, and I remember just looking at it, and I was absolutely devastated, because, you know, back then we did have internet, but, like, internet access, you know, it was kind of like hard to get any information from Alton Towers back then, because even though the internet was around then, like, not many information was published on the internet. So I really didn't know that Toyland Tours was closed prior to my visit. So when I got there, I was absolutely devastated. I was like, oh no, they're replacing my favourite ride. What am I gonna do? But yeah, I was absolutely devastated when I saw the construction board for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride. Fast forward a year later, and I went on as a almost 7-year-old kid, and trust me, guys, an almost 7-year-old Will was really bitter that Toyland Tours had been replaced by Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was so bitter that they had took out my favourite ride as a child, and they put in something different. I was really bitter about it. So anyway, the main topic on this video, I'm not talking about my first ride on it, or, you know, when it was under the construction phase. I'm here to talk about whether it was a good ride or not. So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the ride, it definitely split opinions. You know, some people thought it was good. Some people thought it wasn't a worthy replacement of Toyland Tours. Now, I think as the years passed, so after my first ride on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride, I thought, you know, it's not as good as Toyland Tours. But as the years passed, I thought, do you know what? This ride it isn't too bad. It's alright. I mean, Toyland Tours, it'll always be in my heart. But I thought, you know what? It's alright for what it is. It's alright for what it is. But what could have made Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride so much special, you know, and make it have that wow factor, was to add a shop at the ride exit. So after you come out of the great glass elevator, you know, if you guys ever experienced Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride, then I'm sure you'll know what I mean. Because after the boat ride, you go into the great glass elevator, and you experience that, and then you come out, and there's the ride exit. And I just felt like that bit when you leave the great glass elevator, I feel like there should have been a Willy Wonka shop at the end where you could buy Wonka-themed bars, Wonka-themed candy, that kind of stuff. And I feel like if Alton Towers did add a shop at the end of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride, I feel like, you know, it could have been better than Toyland Tours. So, my opinion on this, and overall, I thought Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride was good. You know, as the years passed, you know, I went from being that bitter kid that was really bitter that I had replaced Toyland Tours to a somewhat older Will, you know, a teenaged Will. I thought, you know what, it's not that bad. Yes, it's not as good as Toyland Tours, but it's not that bad. But what I think it would have been a truly special ride had they put a shop at the end. You know, I really think Alton Towers missed a trick when they didn't put a shop at the end of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because if they had put a shop at the end, then I think, you know, I think I might have turned around and said, do you know what, this is definitely a worthy replacement of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay guys, I meant to say Toyland Tours there, not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, so I do apologise about that. Back to the video. And it's ticked all the boxes. It's got the Wonka themed boat ride with, you know, when you go around the different scenes, the great glass elevator simulator, and finally a shop. You know, I think that would have ticked all the boxes for me. But yeah, so I think overall when I think about it, it was a good ride for families and kids alike. But it definitely would have been special had they put a shop at the end. It definitely would have been special had they put a shop at the end. So, not Toyland Tours. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride. It operated for 9 years until the end of the 2015 season, and then from 2016 to 2018, it was standing but not operating. And during that time period, I was thinking, what could replace Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? You know, my childhood came out, and I was thinking, oh please be Toyland Tours 2.0, please. But it wasn't to be, and it was announced towards the end of the 2018 season that it would be replaced by the Alton Towers Dungeon. And when I look at the Alton Towers Dungeon, I think, you know what, it's a good replacement for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I definitely feel like it definitely needed a replacement, you know, but I would have preferred a V-theme back to Toyland Tours. But yeah. So again, I'm going to conclude this video. I know I've repeated this over and over again. I do feel like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was a good ride. I thought it was very well themed. And I do remember when the ride opened in 2006. I remember the ride operators had, they had like, I can't remember what it was, but I think they had like white lab coats. Like, I think from like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, I think they had like these white lab coats. And I think that was only for one season, and then from the 2007 season, they reverted back to the Alton Towers red uniform, you know, that you see around the park. So it was good. And I'm not going to sit here and say it was better than Toyland Tours, like, because, you know, I think we can all agree that Toyland Tours was a great ride. It was loved by so many, including myself, and it was a classic. But I do think it would have been special. I know I've said this like 500 times now. If Alton Towers had put a shop at the ride exit, and I definitely feel like they missed a trick there. They definitely missed a trick. And it would have been great if you could have bought Wonka bars, Wonka candy, you know, all that kind of stuff. Because don't forget, when Alton Towers opened Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride, I think it was around the time when the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie came out. Because I do think the movie came out around the same time as the ride opened. So it would have been fantastic if they did have a Wonka themed shop at the end where you could buy Wonka themed bars and candy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I know I haven't made sense in this video because I haven't got any notes on my iPad. You know, I wanted to do this from my mind. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like because I really appreciate it. And that leads me to one thing. Did you guys think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was good? Or did you think it was bad? Or did you think it was somewhere in between? Do let me know by commenting below your thoughts on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the ride. And yeah, if you would like to become part of the theme park fans family, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. As always, our Facebook page link is in the description below, so please go check that out and give it a like. The next video will be coming out on Friday, so I'll see you guys on Friday for the next video. And yeah, that's all I've got to say about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I thought it was a good ride, but other than that, it will never beat Toyland Tours for me. Never beat Toyland Tours. I'm Wood on you. Thank you for watching, theme park fans. And it's time to close the video down. Bye, guys. And I think it's time for me to munch on some of my Easter eggs. Nom 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 nom. Okay, I won't do that again. Bye, guys. Easter eggs. Bye-bye. Don't ask me why I did that creepy whisper at the end.